I was thinking a lot about a video that Jake Ducey put out talking about how to maintain your higher vibration. And it made me, for some reason, a situation when I first got out of the Navy, I knew I was going to need to change how I was. So I started reading a lot of books. And one of the first books I read was Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And he had a definition for leadership in that book. The ability to maximize the potential of others. And I got to thinking, what's the opposite of leader? Because it's not a follower. A lot of good leaders were, they learned to be good leaders by being good followers. And so I got out the dictionary, started in A, and I found antagonist. The definition for antagonist is he who opposes the leader. Now, if you've ever had a leader or a boss that antagonizes you, okay, you can antagonize people into action, but usually not in your direction. You can only get negative when the horse is in the barn. And the only place that is really the case is in the military or in prison, because if people can get a foot out the door, they're gone in the civilian world. So I kept going, looking up words. I stumbled on the word Juggernaut. Now I always, the character Juggernaut from comic books, from the X-Men comics. And he was a bad guy, but he was bad. He was, they just couldn't stop him. And the definition for Juggernaut is a massive, inexorable force or object that advances irresistibly, overwhelming, eliminating, or crushing any obstacle in its path. I just like that definition. Now, I'm trying to be more positive, and that's not real, kind of sinister, right? So I'm like, what makes it that way? Well, there's the one word, crushing. And so I figured that if I can find a better term than crushing and add it to that definition, we got something. So I started thinking, okay, how about transforming? So I put that in a sentence, and I put it in Google, and I came up with a bunch of synonyms for transforming. And one of those was metamorphosis. I'm like, I don't got to find a new word with that definition. We just got to be juggernauts of metamorphosis. Just imagine that. You're just so, your energy, your vibration is so high that when you're around people, these negative, downer, Eeyore, schlep rock people, that they can't hold it much longer. That's hilarious trying to do that. I've experimented with this, and when people start, dumping on you, complaining about their relatives or their, people at work, and they just want to find somebody to get that off their chest and talk to about it. But if you flip it on them, and you go, well, how would you want it to be? Now, they haven't thought of it, but it makes them start thinking about it. Now, some of them, they just want to vent. They just want to tell you what's on their mind. As negative, as ugly as it is, they want to get it off their chest. All right? And if you don't let them, they will dump you. They will cut you right off. Okay? But you just come back at them, sweet and smiling. In Lee Iacocca's books, he talks about Ronald Reagan. And when he was the CEO of Chrysler, he's a dyed-in-the-wool Democrat, just did not want to like Ronald Reagan at all. But he had to deal with him because of the bailout negotiations. And Reagan just was as sweet as he could be to him, getting up, the president of the United States getting up and pouring him his coffee, right, or tea, or whatever it was, right? And he just couldn't help but like the guy. And, and that's what I'm talking about, all right? That, you may have, just stand to your principle, you may disagree, but you don't have to be ugly about it. You don't have to be pounding on somebody's integrity or their personality or them as a person. You just gotta, we see things different, and there's always a reason why you see things different, and understand that, and then start getting to looking at somebody. It's really hard to not like somebody who's always looking for what's good about you, looking at what it is about you that's positive that can make an impact and helping you maximize that. Oh, that's what a leader does, right? That's what a real leader does, right? A leader doesn't go and just tell you what you're doing wrong. You're going in and it's you know what? God can't steer a parked car. Okay, if you're moving in a direction, it might be the wrong direction, but it's easier to get you going around to the right direction if you're moving than it is to make somebody stop and get started again. You'll kill them if you do that. So just be a cheerleader and give them a little nudge in the right direction.